What's going on, everybody? Adam here with the etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat Transfer V2 on our 2014 Jeep Compass. If you're looking to get a really versatile bike rack that's going to be great for your carbon fiber bikes and also some of your fat tire bikes, this one is going to be ideal just because we're going to have 60 pounds per bike, and we have the option of putting it on a fifth wheel, travel trailer, motorhome, or a flat-toed vehicle. This carries two bikes, but we do have an optional add-on to add one more bike onto here. The only thing that's going to change is obviously the distance that it's going to add to the back of your vehicle, but also it's going to cut down that weight capacity to 40 pounds. A nice feature that comes with some bike racks, and I really look for in a bike rack, is the tilting feature. We're going to have a little lever down here. Just push that down. And on this specific Compass, we're not going to be able to completely open up our hatch. These are rather large, wide handlebars, but it's still enough to be able to grab whatever you need out of the back. So just know you don't have to remove the bikes to be able to access a little bit of your hatch. The Transfer is going to be able to accept wheel diameters of 18 all the way up to 29 inches, and all you got to do to measure that is just see exactly how tall your bike tire is going to be. Also, we're going to have a tire width of 3 inches with the current configuration, but we do have an adapter, which all that is just a longer little strap up on our other cradle, just to accept tire widths up to 5 inches. So with the weight capacity, this is going to be great for your fat tire bikes as well. And if you do have an electric bike, make sure you're not going to go over that 60 pounds. The maximum wheelbase on our Transfer is going to be 50 inches, and just measure from the very bottom of your one wheel to the very bottom of the other to get that measurement. Pretty simple and straightforward to take the bike off the rack. I always start with the back cradle, just pressing this little tab, take this off. This just basically keeps that back tire down, but then the front, what we want to do is put a hand on our bike, press this big tab, and rotate it out. And then you can go ahead and remove your bike. And now we can get a closer look at the rack itself. This cradle over here, what's nice about it is you don't have to worry about losing the strap. It's going to be nice and secured in here, so that is always awesome. And also, we do have some pivoting abilities with this back cradle, and that's just going to help accommodate for the different style bikes. So you're going to be able to get it adjusted so it fits your bike nice and neat. We are going to get a cable lock with the bike rack, and pretty much all you got to do is wrap it around your bikes, thread it through here, and it's going to live right on the edge here. And we do get 2 keys with our kit, which is nice. It'll fit in here to lock it into place, so you really don't have to worry about it running off on you. And the nice thing is you get a little bottle opener too. It's a nice little addition. With any hitch mounted accessory, we're going to add a little bit of length to the back of the vehicle. On our Compass, from the edge of the bumper to the very end, it's going to be about 30 inches, but we can cut that down a little bit by folding it up towards the vehicle, just using that little lever, and it's going to lock into place. And that's going to bring our distance to about 7.5 inches. We are making contact with the rear bumper, but if you do have this car and you really like the rack, we do have some extensions from Kuat that are going to fix that issue. We do have a 2-inch hitch on our Compass, so you will need to have that. If you have 1 1/4 inch, we do have a version that's available. It's not going to be able to go on your fifth wheel or travel trailer, but it can go on a motorhome, and it is going to bring our capacity down to 40 pounds. And one thing that I am not necessarily a fan of is the anti-rattle system. I love anti-rattle devices, but with this, you got to make sure that you keep a hold of this tool, just because it has a special little dimple on the inside. And basically, you just put this in here after you put your hitch pin in and tighten that up. But it does do a good job of completely securing the shank to the hitch receiver. Of course, the rack comes with a pin and clip, but it doesn't come with a locking core. We do have some kits that are going to come with an extra pin and a locking core on the end. It's not going to be key to like with the cable lock, but it's a smaller key, so it's not really going to completely clog up your key fob wherever you keep them. But I definitely recommend doing that, just because it will only take a couple seconds for someone to go ahead and take this out. But with this tightening tool being so unique, I don't really think they're going to have that on hand and even be able to completely undo the anti-rattle system. All in all, I definitely like the Transfer just because we can fit 2 or even 3 bikes on here. With the 2-bike configuration, we can do fat tire bikes and also some of your electric bikes. Just make sure to weigh them without the battery to see exactly how much they weigh. But also, I like the fact that we can put it on a car, travel trailer, 5th wheel, motorhome, or a flat-toed vehicle. So this is definitely going to be one bike rack that you really can bring pretty much anywhere. Well, everyone, that's just about it for our look at the Kuat Transfer V2 on our 2014 Jeep Compass.